There you are. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well because that is the most important thing. Well, this morning I'm looking out of the window and it is 100% cloud cover. It's windy. Allegedly, it's due to be 24 degrees here today, but it ain't looking like that at the moment. Time will tell. Things can change. And of course, the weather does not read the weather forecasts. Or if it does, it quite often goes, nah, not doing that. Right. Okay. What have we got for you today? Well, first off, not a massive amount of things happening in GB, possibly not unrelated to the political uncertainty. So I thought I'd start with something that's come through courtesy of Phil Rowley. Thank you very much, Phil. We really, really appreciate all your support. And it's POPs, persistent organic pollutants. Now I'm going to put a link below this video now. And there's a lady who works at the UN on, like Rotterdam and Stockholm and I think Basel conventions. So she's right in the thick of all this. And the post that I've just mentioned is saying that there's a couple of new POPs, persistent organic pollutants, coming in the autumn. They're going to consider them. And it's DBDPE, decabromodiphenyl ethane, sorry, I need to put my glasses on, and TBPH, bis-2-ethylhexyl tetrabromophthalate, including its individual isomers and combinations thereof, it says here. So, just if you are handling those things, be aware that they may become persistent organic pollutants, because I know in the UK there's been an awful lot of fallout from the PFOA becoming a persistent organic pollutant because of its massively widespread use in firefighting foam. And people are still sort of running to catch up with the changes from that. Right. Okay, so what have we got from the EU? Well, believe it or not, we have some good news from ECHA for a change, which is that the timelines for removing data that they're migrating across to the new ECHAChem website, those timelines are being extended for keeping the data on the main ECHA website, which is good because if you remember at Christmas, there was a terrible situation where they said, we're going to deprecate, I think it was the CNL inventory as a standalone with the table of classifications. And they said, and we're going to deprecate the brief profiles, which are very, very handy if you were authoring SDSs. And they said, we're doing it in January. And they actually did it before Christmas, several working days before Christmas. The whole thing was a mess. So it's good news that the migration deadlines have been extended, basically. I mean, the information that they're going to remove, I think, is now on ECHAChem, but that's the link below this video. It just means that people who are so used to using the main ECHA website have got more time to adjust. So those are our two pieces of news. If you want to know more, then there are always more details in our email newsletter, Chemicals Coffee Time, and I will pop the link to the website there, where you can sign up, or if you've already signed up, you can access the archive. And a reason to be cheerful today. Well, I thought in July it would be a good idea to have some very British problems. I don't know if they've done one about the World Cup, for example, because there are certainly there's a lot, that's a big seam to be mined, isn't it? Speaking as a Scot. Anyway, this one is very British problems on British people's freezers. Now, obviously, if you're not in the UK, you may still find that it applies to you. But I'm just going to pop this video there for you, which I hope you enjoy. So that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I can see someone's watching live. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who contributes to the newsletter as usual. I've been under the weather this week. This video is brought to you courtesy of paracetamol, and it makes the whole thing a lot easier and a lot more useful for everybody, I think. So thank you for that. and take care of yourselves. And I look to chat to you again this time next week if we're spared. Bye.